Are you a graduate or doctoral student undertaking the challenging task of writing a literature review? Writing a literature review can be daunting, but it's an essential step in writing any kind of thesis or dissertation. In this video, I will give graduate students some tips, tricks, and guidance for getting started on your literature review research process. We will cover the fundamentals, from finding the right sources to analyzing their arguments and putting together your conclusions. These are based on my nearly 20 years of teaching and supervising graduate and doctoral research projects. So, if you feel lost in all of the data and expectations, don't worry. Like everything else new, you only have to do it a first time. Understanding the purpose of a literature review is an essential step in research for any graduate student completing their master's, thesis, or doctoral dissertation. A literature review involves surveying the research literature relevant to a particular topic or area of research and analyzing the findings. It's important to do an in-depth analysis of the already existing research to ensure accuracy and avoid misinformation by identifying and eliminating sources with low credibility. As such, conducting a thorough and well-documented literature review can help ensure your research-informed understanding of your topical area is sound and based on evidence, ultimately leading to successful graduate research. Now, choosing credible and reliable sources for your literature review is one of the most important parts of conducting a successful search. As a graduate student conducting research, it's imperative that you avoid misinformation or low-quality findings by carefully evaluating the content you use. When deciding which sources to include in your literature review, prioritize credible sources from scholars, academic journals, and related research findings from objective and peer-reviewed sources. Consider the audience and author's purpose when selecting quality materials from trusted databases, such as scholarly journals or books from solid publishers. Next, you should organize the sources into relevant categories when conducting a literature review for your thesis or dissertation. This allows you to better grasp the key points within each source and spot any patterns or common themes in the research. Breaking down your sources into categories or topical areas can also help you determine which further sources you might need to move forward. This step cannot be effectively done if you have not read much of what has already been written and studied and researched in your field, as you cannot group similar themes without a broad and deep understanding of the key works and studies in your area. You should then write an outline for your literature review, as it will help you stay organized and focused on the most relevant topics to your study. It is essential to highlight areas that need to be further expanded upon and any gaps in existing research so you can build on them. Additionally, taking note of sources that support or contradict each other can better inform your writing as you demonstrate more research is needed in your area. Structure your outline according to different themes and topics, lest you become overwhelmed by the sheer amount of content you'll have to go through. Outlining a literature review will also help avoid what you may have done as an undergraduate, namely to only summarize articles. A thematic outline of the literature will show you how themes and trends are informed by multiple previous research studies, while also avoiding summarizing the articles, which you don't want to do. Having a good way of organizing your literature review gives greater structure and clarity, leading to a more effective approach to researching and constructing a comprehensive thesis or dissertation. Writing a literature review for a graduate thesis or dissertation can be quite a challenge and requires an approach that is both rigorous and efficient. It involves consolidating a large body of scholarly research, developing, synthesizing, and critically thinking to reach an original viewpoint. In this way, no two literature reviews in the same topical area will ever be the same, as those students who read the literature will always find ways to organize and group the previous studies in different ways due to your own understanding of what is most valuable and how it relates to trying to answer your unique research question. Ultimately, these techniques contribute to a student's ability to design and articulate their original argument within the existing literature's context. Graduate students should know that completing a literature review for a master's thesis or doctoral dissertation comes with several unexpected and common pitfalls. One of the primary challenges is making sure to accurately cite and format sources. Additionally, it's important to build an argument while properly synthesizing the multiple perspectives represented in your sources. Lastly, finding and evaluating appropriate literature related to your research topic can seem daunting, but staying organized and taking it step by step can make the process more doable. Remember, perfection is not the goal. Having an approved and finished thesis or dissertation is.